Hello, this is Gray coming at you with another poem for another contributor to the Wasatch Wordsmith Battle Fund. So this one is for a very special person in my life. This is for Keith Radley, my cousin, very special guy. I hope you're doing well, Keith, and this one is for you. Here we go. When we were this big, that is to say, very small, we used to put on magic shows after Sunday dinners at Grandma's house. We built forts out of couch cushions, draped blankets over the entrances. One of us would go through the curtain, and when it was opened again, they had disappeared. The entire family laughed and clapped and pretended to be impressed by our dark sorcery, our magic. But at some point, we stopped putting on those magic shows. It was as though one of us went into that magic tunnel a child, and that child actually disappeared. The person emerging someone different, someone this big, very large, much larger than when they went in, and ready to move on with their life, to go to school, to attain an actual job, to become an adult, and no responsibility and consequences, and everything else that used to make us dizzy if we thought about it too long. I guess we both did that. Of course, at 27 years old, I still find myself stumbling, asking questions and hesitating before moving, wondering if what I am doing is the best decision, if this is the best way to become an adult. Is this how you're supposed to be an adult? And if you were to ask me that question, I would say, of course, the same way we used to say ta-da at the end of our magic shows. But not much has changed, really. Everyone still laughs and claps and pretends that it's actually magic when they know all along that it isn't. There you go, Keith. I look back on those days when we performed magic shows with a lot of fondness. I really had a lot of fun putting on those magic shows, and I still think that as I'm trying to be an adult and as everybody tries to be an adult, it still is kind of a magic show, kind of like pulling things out of thin air and somehow hoping that it works. And in some ways, we are always going to be kids. And that's one thing that I definitely learned from those family gatherings at Grandma's. But anyway, I hope to see you soon. I hope you make it back to Utah for Christmas or Thanksgiving, and we can have some more green Jell-O cottage cheese Mormon Pioneer salad. And if you're watching this and you're not Keith Radley, that's fine. You're welcome to stay and watch it. That's cool. But if you want a video of a poem written and dedicated specifically and purely for you and yours, please go to our Indiegogo account right here. And donate. Only $5 to have a poem written and dedicated to you by a Wasatch Wordsmith. I've been having a lot of fun writing these poems, and I look forward to writing a poem for you. All right. Take care. This is Gray. Bye-bye.